My name is Bolaji Akinboro. I'm a serial entrepreneur, co-founder of Cellulant, the fintech company, co-founder of Voran Koreli, the agri-tech company, and co-founder of Toranet, the blockchain infrastructure for the rest of the world. Nigerians are having a hard time right now. That's just the plain truth. Because the underlying things that they do, transportation and buying of food, has gone up. But all hope is not lost. That said, these reforms that are taking place are reforms that we need to make as a country. And like any reform, it can be very difficult on many people. So what needs to be done? When you listen to the current administration and you get a glimpse of what the administration is trying to do, and a couple of things. One of the things I've had the administration say they want to do is to bring out food prices. And the strategy has got two pieces. One is ramp up production, and two is provide access to markets. Okay, great. First of all, when government says there's a commodity board, we must understand the premise. The premise is that when farmers produce, they can bring it to collection points run by the boards, and the board can aggregate those commodities. And then from there, it's easy for them to get to markets. So commodity boards by itself is not a solution. It is actually a means to an end. So the thing we need to focus the minds of Nigerians on is that, look, we intend to ramp up production. When we ramp up production, we are putting in place structures to get what is produced into the market. So the key thing the commodity board or exchanges need to do in Nigeria is to just make sure that collection points are everywhere in the country. Or to use the words of Dr. Kwame Adesina, African Development Bank President, he will call them bulk aggregation centers. That's the word he used to use in the days of the ATA, Agricultural Transformation Agenda. There are many challenges. Fundamentally is financing. Because at the end of the day, agriculture is a business. And any business that does not have the right level of financing will just not grow. So financing is a problem. My understanding is that government has taken some additional loans combined with its internally generated funds to make sure that we fund agriculture properly. So we can solve the funding problem. The next thing that needs to be solved is the inputs problem, which is making sure that all across the country, the plus 25 million households that are in agriculture. Remember, I'm talking about households, not individuals, because there are more people in the households than individuals. They get access to inputs and they can farm. When many more people are in production, you actually reduce incidence of food, instead of insecurity. The minimum responsibility of government, among many others, is the security of the life and the property of the citizenry. It's a basic responsibility. If a government cannot discharge that, I really wonder whether it should be called a government. So in Nigeria today, I believe that we have a new security arrangement in terms of the leadership of the entire security agency. I think security just has to start first at the community level, so that people just feel safe to go to their farms. Because if they are safe to go to their farms, they can plant. And that security allows them to harvest. And that harvest is what spills over into the economy. I think this government, this administration just needs to do one thing. Bring the professionals to take charge of Nigeria's agriculture. We've had the reign of non-professionals and we've seen the results. Remember, as of 2015-2016, we know the price of rice, we know the price of fertilizer, we know the price of seeds. We've had 8 years of experimentation and that was a total disaster. So my best is bring back professionals. Enough of experimentation. Bring back those who know how to execute, those who know what to do, so that they can execute the magic that we saw between 2011 and 2015 and really make sure that food is available for Nigerians and food is cheap for Nigerians. So that's my recommendation to government. Bring back the professionals. Bring back people that know what they are doing. What I would just say is that the general population should just expect a 6 months of transition that might not necessarily be easy for everyone, but let's hold hands together to ride out these 6 months.